All right, so I'm coming back with this video that I said I would about the process. All right, what you got to understand is you cannot skip the process. You're going to go through season or seasons, however long that season is, because God is a spirit. His ways are not our ways, nor are his thoughts our thoughts. And so a season with him can be like a day or a year or 5 years. But you have to go through it. If you try to rush it or try to skip it, it's not going to work. And by trying to rush it, you're actually delaying things. And it just makes it that much harder and more painful. Trust me, after what I went through, you don't want to do that. Because we have our will and there's God's will. So we got to get our will aligned with his, like our hearts aligned with his. Okay, and the wilderness, there's going to be a lot of stripping. You're going to notice people are just going to stop talking to you, or you're just like not on their level anymore, and God's going to start removing people, and relationships are just going to die out. So whatever you do, do not chase after that. Do not bang on a door that has clearly been closed. Now, there are some people that God will bring back, and he will restore the relationship, whether it's friends, family, whatever it may be. All right. So, because I've had it happen in my life, but you got to wait on him. It's going to be in his timing. And yes, it's going to be way better than what it was before. Like he did that with my parents, and he restored the relationship with my dad. And then, my best friend, who's my sister in Christ. So, it can happen, but it was when I least expected it, okay? Because I was so focused on, God and what he was doing. So, but Philippians 1-6, God's going to finish the work that he started in you. So you just got to be patient. And yes, it's going to be painful. It's going to be hard. You're going to go through periods where you're just going to be so heartbroken and you're going to cry. But eventually, that mourning, that pain is going to turn into joy. You're going to heal. God's going to heal you, and you won't remember that pain anymore. I mean, you'll know that you went through it, but like you won't feel it anymore. The pruning process. Matthew 7:17. So every healthy tree bears good fruit, but the diseased tree bears bad fruit. That's the ESV version. John 15:4-6. Remain in me as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire, and burned. Okay, and the fruit of the Spirit, Galatians 5:22-23. Can't talk today. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. So as you're submitting yourself to Jesus and obeying him and getting to relationship with God and allowing him to prune you, you'll start producing that good fruit. Okay? And like I said, he's going to take you through a process, and you're going to start dying to those old ways and that self, getting rid of that pride that's producing that nasty fruit, such as, I'll give you an example, having an argumentative spirit. He'll start pruning that out of you. Okay? People. There's going to be people put in your path that you cannot get rid of. Okay? And these people are going to make it hard. They're going to make it hard for you, because you're going to have to choose to submit to God's will, showing them grace, mercy, and love, or bearing that bad fruit. I know I go through it quite often. I call them difficult people. But what I've learned is to be thankful for those difficult people, because those difficult people or those difficult family members are actually a blessing. They're a blessing because they teach you how to grow closer to God by submitting yourself to Him, and you start producing those good fruits when you're loving them, even though they're horrible to you, even though they've done what they've done. You learn to forgive. So look at that as an opportunity. You got a difficult boss or coworkers that you can't get rid of? They're there for a reason. Pass the test. Ask God what He's trying to teach you. You have to change your mindset. All right? There's always a lesson to be learned. So just let God do what He needs to do in you. Let Him heal you. Let Him mold you and shape you, and quit fighting it.